So is every country on the planet all in cahoots to keep this a secret? How is this grand conspiracy?
Listen, dude, here's a very interesting thing. Let's take nuclear weapons, right? I don't believe in them. I don't believe in them, okay? I mean, dude, I've been to Hiroshima, okay? Dude, I felt no radiation. I was taking a picture. According to nuclear weapons, that should be radiation for thousands of years.
That wasn't a nuclear weapon. That was an atomic bomb. It's different.
It's the same shit.
Nuclear weapons are way more destructive.
All right.
They're not the same.
Let's answer the question about the different countries, and we can get into the nukes if you want. But the way they control us is by division, divide and separate and get us fighting, right? So countries aren't at war with each other, just the leaders of these countries. We're all one, right? And it's all these divisions, country division, sports divisions, race divisions. They divide. They do everything to get us fighting with each other because that's the only thing they can do. If you look, Japan, Israel tried to land on the moon the other day. It was the most ridiculous thing. And then India, it was worse than the first Space Invaders video game. It was the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
I love that
India,
game.
when Israel was doing it, they're all there. You got the whole room. It's about to land, and then all of a sudden, we lost it, and they're all like high fiving each other. Oh, we lost it! Yay!
Yeah.
It's literally the worst theater ever. Fifth graders could do a better job.
Isn't it crazy that Israel is
They're all
the
into
center
it.
of the flat Earth?
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
There's something going on there.
Jews.
I love Jews. What? How about? Okay,
That's the real
How about
conspiracy.
this?
Dave and I are in this together.
Maybe
We're
you
in
guys are
cahoots.
spit roasting us. Listen, you okay? Hiroshima is an atomic bomb. What about?
Or was it hydrogen?
Chernobyl?
I don't know if it was hydrogen.
What about Chernobyl? How come they're giving tours of Chernobyl? That should be radiation for everywhere.
What about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? 3 days after the bombs went off, the businesses were open, the trains were running, they were selling flowers, right? Everyone was working. It was fine. Only nobody was allowed to report on it or they go to jail except one, I believe it was New York Times reporter or something like that. It was utter nonsense. There's video of them stacking TNT at ground zero prior to the blast. It was just a massive TNT explosion, and all of the buildings that had fireproofing didn't get destroyed. Does that sound like an atomic bomb to you?
So you have this, once again, we have like the environment, space, nuclear weapons where giant chunks of money are made. And nobody can say they've ever seen any of this shit. Like, no one's I know has ever actually seen an iceberg fall into the ground because of global warming. No one I know has ever actually seen a fucking nuclear bomb. No one I know has actually been to space. Like, they've been to space. That I can say, I know Eddie, I know XG, and I know you. Like, nobody I know any of those things. But all those things make giant wads of money. Okay?
I had an astronaut come to my school, and she said
Do
she went to
you
space.
know her? Like, on a like, I know Eddie on a personal level. I know XG. I know Aaron on a personal level. I know he likes to make rough sex with his wife, hot pockets, and the St. Louis Cardinals. I know that about him. Okay? Like, I had somebody visit me from somewhere. You don't know that person, man. They're all in on this crazy ass shit.
A lot of money involved. They get $18 billion. NASA gets $18 billion a year. Now, can you name one thing that they... over years, I'm sure it's in the trillions now or something, right?
Yeah.
Or something. Maybe 1 trillion over the last 20, 25 years.
Paris,
what have they done for humanity?
This Paris
Velcro.
climate.
Exactly.
This Paris climate agreement in which everybody's like, we got to get in on it, that Trump pulled us out of, and this is not a Trump discussion. That thing is not about saving the planet. That's about taxing people on carbon in the hopes that they will never, ever fix their carbon problem.
You know what helps the planet more than carbon credits? Planting a tree.
Yeah. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's like these are all giant money grabs. But the funniest thing is about this, it's like the same people making all this money are the ones who make all this fake fucking fractional reserve banking, which is making fake money. So they're just taking in all this fake money. It's like the weirdest thing. At the end of the day, you're like, there's something deeper going on. When you take a look at like...
It's not...
Go on.
Yeah. It's not about them having the money. It's them taking the money from us. We all worship the money. We put our energy into the money, and then we give it to them willingly. Okay, we're agreeing to this stuff because we're not saying no. We're dumb, useless eaters because we believe that we live on a spinning ball flying through space and we have no significance. What's that?
Who is they?
Probably. That's where it starts getting weird.
Lizard people.
Yeah. No, the elite. You know, you can say the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, but the names that we don't even know. There are ruling elite on this planet that have been here for a way long time, and they know.
But here's the thing, Zach.
All three of you are so highly intelligent.
Yeah, I know.
No. Well, are you a flat earther too, XG?
I'm not married to the ball.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I didn't realize. For some reason, XG, I didn't realize. Okay.
Here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we spend our time on.
And that was my point. Why don't you use it for something useful? If you put all of this effort into learning to, like, I don't know, animate, you could be animating your own podcast.
You don't even know how big the planet is, dude. You have no idea.
I can Google it.
But you don't know it.
Oh, Google.
You can learn anything. You can learn anything. You could learn anything.
But my point, Zach, is like, and dude, I appreciate you coming out, and this is all love, dude.
Of course.
It's like,
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
You know what you're doing right now is the equivalent of me coming to a jujitsu class and like going, fuck that move. That move's fucking stupid. I have no clue what I'm talking about because I've studied no jujitsu.
No. An example of that would
except
be
for when I tapped Keenan Ivory Wayans. That's
if I walked into like some laboratory, if I went to JBL or walked into
JBL,
Boeing, JLB, JBL. JPL. Thank you. I know. I was wondering what is.
He believes in all this shit he knows nothing about.
What is JPL?
Oh, so much shit you know nothing about.
What is JPL? Is that speakers?
I don't. Yeah, that's
what I was like. What the fuck is that?
People defend the
JPL.
No, what
non-Zionism shit.
No, but I was Jet Propulsion Labs, JPL. There you go. No, I know. I was having. Hey, man, the weed's wearing off. Can we smoke in here?
By the way, can I tell you a joke real quick before you get into this? A Satanist, a pedophile. A Satanist, a pedophile, a Scientologist, and a Nazi walk in the bar. What do?
What?
Invent NASA. That's who invented NASA, dude. That's who invented NASA. It's 100% true. Jack Parsons, what's his name? Von Braun, dude, L. Ron Hubbard, and Walt Disney were all the founders of NASA.
All right, I got one for you. What does a deadhead say when the drugs wear off?
What?
Well, this band really sucks.
Yeah, that's a good deflection. But the point is this. The point is this, dude. And you look at the three guys that who were involved that survived. Like Jack Parsons died very early. He died very early, drug overdose. But you look at Scientology and Disney in particular, how rich those two organizations are. And like we see it over time, man. If you play ball and you help push the fucking propaganda, they take care of you, man.
Okay, I want to put it out there right now. If anybody's watching this, I'm ready to play ball. I need some cash. I need health insurance. Whatever.
That's what Rogan said on his TV show. They play that shit on a loop, dude.
Illuminati, if you're recruiting, I'm in.
Oh, that's going to haunt you for the rest of your life.
Rothschilds.
Oh, man.
Monsanto. I'm in.
Go on, Dave.
So far, you've come up with no proof. You've brought up stuff. I've given you a good answer.
I believe. I have another question. Why is the night sky completely different in each hemisphere?
You mean the skies?
The night sky. Someone in the southern hemisphere sees
simple.
the constellations look one way. Somebody in the northern hemisphere, constellations look a different way.
They're far apart. They're in a whole different part of the plane.
Yeah, the opposite side of the planet. That's round.
No, it could be flat.
You don't know. You don't know anything. You don't know what you're talking about.
It's very simple. Very simple. Draw a smiley face and stick it up on the ceiling on the center of the table on the ceiling. You're seeing it one way. Sam's seeing it upside down. That's it. It's that simple.
If I put this right here, dude, right?
Yeah.
If I look at here, it looks one way. If I look at here, it looks another way.
You're looking at it a different way.
I'm not
It's
even a
upside
flat
down.
earther, dude.
That's because you're in a ball.
But it's a
studio.
completely different night sky. They see a completely
No, they
different
don't.
part of the
So hang on. No, stop. They do. Let me answer that. It's very simple. Imagine you're in a room that has recessed lighting in different patterns. They're stars, okay? Now imagine that room is 2 miles wide. It's a big, wide room. Right? You're on one side of the room. I'm on the other side of the room. We both look up. We're going to see different stars. We're not even going to be able to see each other because the floor and the ceiling are going to merge together due to perspective, and we're going to see completely different stars. You've been brainwashed. We all were since we were before kindergarten. And they told us these proofs, but they told us they were facts, but they weren't facts. They were religion. And they made us believe in sticks and shadows, boats over the horizon, sun setting over the ocean, and a couple other stupid ones. They've all been destroyed beyond question. Beyond question. It's just, are you ready to look at it and realize that your entire life is a lie? That's the hardest part. People don't, it's easy to fool someone. It's difficult to convince them they were fooled.
Now, you brought up something very interesting because Eddie's very anti-alien, but I felt that you, when we were on with Alex Jones, you brought up extraterrestrial and how that could just mean extra territory. Are you anti-alien, or can you be open-minded to that?
So the answer is that I believe that there are visitors here that aren't from the land that we know as Earth. Okay, I used to think they came from outer space. That makes no sense. They come here over trillions of miles. They get here and they crash in Roswell. Nonsense. Okay. I believe that there are lands that we're unaware of. Are they past the shoreline of Antarctica? Possibly. Are there other worlds outside, beyond those mountains of Antarctica? Is there another sun across the Earth plane? I don't know the answers to these, but if you look at the etymology of the word extraterrestrial, extra territory, extra terra, extraterrestrial, they come from the Earth plane. They just come from beyond the snow of Antarctica, in my opinion. There's also swaths of ocean out there that we don't even know what's out there. They're uncharted, extraterrestrial. So the secret space program, I believe that it's really the secret propulsion program. They're using free energy. They're using energy from the ether. It's all a scam to keep us as slaves. Believe that you're trapped on a ball. Believe that we're running out of fossil fuels.
But here's the thing, though.
Imagine if we all had access to free energy.
Yeah.
We can grow our food. We have free energy. What do we need anyone else for?
Yeah.
I was going to say, if they're slave masters, they're pretty good ones because life has just progressively gotten better and better and better. I'm pretty happy.
Life is
Everything
fantastic.
is pretty bomb.
A lot of people are happy. I live in a very affluent town. Everyone's happy because they got the system working for them. But the thing is, you don't realize that we are special. We are these great,
I think
powerful
we're special.
beings. We can, you know what? You think right. You have good thoughts in your head, and you're creating the reality that you want. It's people that are like, oh, I'm broke. Well, they're going to be broke. Oh, I'm sick and tired. Yeah, you're going to be sick and tired because you're creating that. The psyop, what they don't want you to know is that your thoughts create the reality that you live in.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, I was going to say, actually, I can't believe you said something I agreed with. I'm right there with you on that.
Well, my biggest thing is, Dave, it's like you're bringing up territories. How do we know that's even like any of the planets or any of the continents look like it is? When they say there's 7 billion people, I'm like, how do I know that's real? How do I know any of the information they're putting out
How about this?
is real?
North Korea is not real.
What,
Kim Jong-un, have you ever heard him speak? Kim Jong-un is a mentally retarded guy from an institution that they take out. They put him in front of a green screen and they have him clap like this and smile, right? And that's all you ever see.
Oh my God, you're blowing my mind now. Well, it's like North Korea go on, Dave, sorry.
North Korea is insane. There's buildings in North Korea from a previous civilization that they don't want us to see. There's videos out there showing them. It's literally everything you know. North Korea with the nukes, there are no nukes. There's none of this.
I'm telling you, man. It makes
all
no
for
sense.
Fear. Because if you're afraid, think that you're nothing, think that you have no power, believe in this nonsense, you've given away your power. You've given away your life.